They're not only racing across the world, they're racing to save the world.
I can't even think of anything funny to say here. I'm just gonna leave it there. You know, it's kinda strange to me that not too many people have talked about probably the most misleading trailer to ever be released. The Cars 3 teaser trailer. For those out of the loop, in the winter of 2016, Disney released the first trailer for their upcoming Pixar sequel, Cars 3. With a whopping runtime of 49 seconds, it was able to get everyone and their mom excited for a movie that no one was really expecting to be excited for. Heck, I remember watching this trailer when it first dropped and thinking it was going to be the best Cars movie. How could I not after what happened in the trailer? Wait, what did happen in the trailer? How could they have made this boring and worthless movie appealable enough to someone like me? Wow, well played, Disney. Good on you for showing the crash scene that happens at the very beginning of the movie and doesn't really serve too much of a purpose to the plot. Just make it look like McQueen's gonna die when he really isn't. I think what gets me the most upset about this trailer is that you can't really get angry at it, since this is a scene that exists in the movie, just taken way out of context in proportion to how much it matters in the film. And the text that pops up at the end really nails it in for me. From this moment, everything will change. Because technically, yes, this is a correct statement when talking about McQueen falling to the sidelines to the high-tech race cars taking his place. But like, why present the information in this manner? This movie isn't about McQueen crashing and dying, it's about him retiring. Wait, no, it's about him training crews or something. Okay, this movie's kind of worthless as it is. But hey, Disney, here's a novel concept. Promote your movie as the movie actually is. I know it may be a little confusing because you posted this video on YouTube, but you aren't a YouTuber. You can't get away with clickbait. Because once you guys dropped the second trailer and it was revealed that McQueen is alive and the movie is not about McQueen's death, nobody cared about the movie anymore. I certainly lost all the excitement I had. At the very least, you'd expect that this movie would have a darker tone than the last two, but it doesn't. Nothing about this trailer is accurate to the movie. You know what? Screw Disney. Screw Pixar for allowing this garbage to be promoted like this. If Disney can get away with it, I can too. Bam. That's the video. Look, at the end of the day, this trailer doesn't bother me too much since the movie wasn't really going to be good from the start. It's when it happens to the good movies when it bothers me, because then I have trouble enjoying the movie for what it ends up being. I've talked about how the Soul trailers weren't a good representation of what the movie was in numerous other videos I've made. Promoting Soul as a movie about finding out what your purpose in life is when the movie is really the opposite of that really shocked me, because I was so ready to watch Joe discover his true passion of performing music and watching how it changes him over time. But when the movie took the turn into being about enjoying the things that make you happy as opposed to one career path or activity, it caught me off guard. To the movie's defense, this was a learning process for both Joe and the audience, and of course they weren't gonna spoil the entire movie in the teaser trailer, and it definitely ended up being a much better movie than if it were about discovering your purpose in life. This is honestly a tough movie to market properly, but I can't help but think that some of the dialogue in the first teaser—
spend your precious hours doing what will bring out the real you, the brilliant, passionate you that's ready to contribute something meaningful into this world—
that isn't even in the movie contributed to my initial disappointment. Or maybe it's just me for overanalyzing the crap out of the dialogue. I'm very aware this is partly my problem. It also kinda sorta happened with Luca. Thankfully, I didn't watch the trailers for that movie before it came out because I learned my lesson. But mainly in the teaser trailer, it really made it seem like the movie was gonna be about Luca and Alberto exploring the world. And the description of the YouTube video really made it seem that way too. But yeah, that's not exactly what happens. It once again uses voiceover dialogue that doesn't appear in the movie to try and steer away from what the movie is actually about.
We'll ride down every road, see the whole world together. It'll be amazing.
And like, this isn't to say that trailers aren't allowed to include stuff that won't be in the movie. Maybe stuff changes along the way and it just feels more natural for the trailer to include or exclude things differently from the actual movie. Heck, the scene of the Lightning McQueen crash that I showed for comedic effect at the beginning of the video was actually taken from the movie, not the trailer. That part of the crash wasn't even in the trailer. Maybe I'm just falling victim to the same deadly sins I claim these trailers are doing. But I still think that this dialogue left a different impression from what the movie actually is. And to the movie's defense, the characters talk about exploring the world in the movie, but I don't know, I still feel like I would have been disappointed if I had seen this trailer before the movie. That's why I haven't watched the Turning Red trailer, and I don't plan on doing so. It's a weird combination of Pixar promoting their movies in a strange and vaguely misleading way, and me wanting to overanalyze said trailers because Pixar movies are basically my event films that has potential to lead me to disappointment. disappointment. But you know what won't lead you to disappointment? Subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna give you 2 reasons to subscribe. 1, it will boost my ego, and 2, I need money. You're gonna get some high quality content if you sub to me, so please subscribe. But until next time, I'll see ya in Ornament Valley. Bet you weren't expecting that one. Did it disappoint you?